tuning into Pero Talk episode 7.
Hi everyone, I'm Carolina.
I'm Monica.
And I'm Alex.
And welcome to Pero Talk episode 7. 7. It's like when you go in the slot machine, it's like 777 because we're threes.
Ding, ding, ding.
Did you guys have a good weekend? Any love, any hate?
We got plenty of hate.
Plenty of hate.
Oh, yeah.
But we love getting the hate. No, we don't.
No, we really don't like
We
it.
hate getting the love.
It's bad for our mental health.
I know you've talked about this, how like getting DMs about people calling you like racist or, not Latina enough specifically. And I feel like say it to my face, but you can't because you don't know me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
have either of you guys ever been recognized from BuzzFeed?
in Vegas, of all places.
I got recognized in Vegas too.
Oh.
I walked out of the elevator to the hotel and I just see someone go, and I was 2 tequila shots in, so I go, I do my BBL wave. I go,
Your BBL wave.
and the people that I was with, one of my friends that I was with, he was like, is that your cousin? Like, do you know him? And I was like, I don't know who this man is. Like,
why would that be your cousin?
because, they see dark hair and they're like,
We're all related.
we're all related. So I started joking around. I was like, no, he's just like, he probably recognized me. And my friends are like, sure, Jan. But I check my Instagram, like, unsolicited DMs, and I go, I'm gonna prove it to you. And this lovely man sends me a DM, and he goes, thank you for being so nice. I was the one who recognized you outside the elevator.
Whoa.
And I was like, I love my fans. Like, thank you.
I wouldn't
Thank
be
you to my
anything without my
fans.
fans.
No, literally, I couldn't do anything. I got so much cooler after that weekend. My friends were like, okay, recognition.
Yes. Have you ever been noticed?
Yeah, in WeHo.
Oh,
Yeah,
local.
yeah, I know. I was like, and WeHo by other Latinos. So I was like, okay, yes.
Good for Latinos.
Yeah, someone actually
Yeah.
came up to me. She's like, thank you for everything you say on the platform. I really like it. And I was like, oh my God. And my friends, now same thing. They're like, oh, like you can't get too crazy because you're going to be recognized and you're going to be on TMZ. And I was like, no,
Yeah.
we don't want that anymore.
What about you? Have you ever been recognized?
Once in Vegas. And it was a Latina girl. We were crossing like one of those outdoor bridges, like between the casinos.
Oh, yes.
And she was like, hey, I've seen you on the internet. And I was like, maybe. And she was like, and she couldn't think of from where. And she was like, and then her friend was like, BuzzFeed. And I was like, yeah. But none of us ever stopped walking. Like, the entire
That's Vegas for you, man.
She was like, great. And like waving. And I was like, we're like crossing this bridge.
We're talking about people looking at us and saying either you look like this or that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like sometimes, especially because we are deep into Latinidad and our content is based on Latinos in the United States, do you ever feel like people kind of have a conception of what a Latino is supposed to look like? Like, what is a Latino face, especially in films? Like, I feel like there's also like a stereotype of what a Latino features are gonna be like. But
100%. Yeah. And it's weird because I feel like stereotypically, like Latinos in film kind of do look like me. And then so when I get told I don't look Latina, I'm like, well, everyone that's getting cast has like lighter skin, darker hair, like darker eyebrows. Like, so I'm like, I don't know. But like, I get it. I don't know.
Well, when they say you don't look Latino, what do you think about you doesn't?
I'm probably my skin color because I'm on like the lighter side for sure. And then also I feel like I have like, I feel like when people think of Latina women, it's Sofia Vergara, it's Salma Hayek, it's va-va-voom. And I'm not va-va-voom. So I think maybe that's a stereotype misconception, but also I have very light skin, which happens.
So if you had to list out and this is for anybody watching, what are some features that are stereotypes but people see that's what a Latino should look like?
Yeah. I mean, I think it depends because I feel like Hollywood is racist, especially when there's Latina maids. They're always going to be darker skin color, hair pulled back straight.
Worse English.
Yes, does not speak English at all. And then if there's a Latina in a higher position, she's going to look like Eva Longoria, like Salma Hayek, like Sofia Vergara. With Sofia Vergara, the accent is sexy. It's not like the quote unquote help, how their accent is not considered sexy or whatever.
Right, sexy versus uneducated.
Yes, exactly. That's a great example of putting it. My mom, when she went back to school to be a paralegal, she was the only Latina in her class, and she gets in trouble all the time. Or not in trouble, but they'd be like, why do you say Los Angeles like that? And my mom says Los Angeles.
The
She
right
says,
way?
Yorba Linda, Santana,
San Diego. Santa Monica.
Like, my mom will never say San Diego. Unless people are like, what are you saying? It should be like San Diego. she always says San Diego, Santa Ana, Yorba Linda, San Clemente, San Juan Capistrano, like
San Francisco.
San Francisco. So when I remember her coming home and being, and like, she's like, everyone's always asking me why I'm saying things like that. Her trauma dumping on me, a 12-year-old. I'm like,
Hey, but she's right. Okay, I can't even say Los Feliz. And I live in that neighborhood. I can't say Los Feliz. And I know that it's technically Feliz is somebody's last name.
What is the name of it? Like, what is the
Los
like?
Feliz.
Los Feliz?
Well,
That's what I
Feliz
say.
is like Carito Feliz.
And it's spelled the same way. So
Yeah.
I just say Los Feliz. I
we
can't
Google
say
what
Los
this is
Feliz.
from?
I
Los
can't do
Feliz.
it.
Jose
Spanish.
Vicente Feliz, who in 1781 had the duty of organizing a new pueblo in Los Angeles. Oh, what?
Angeles.
Why did I say it like that? The
New
right way?
pueblo.
But I said like Los Angeles, and I said Los Angeles.
When I was younger, I would say San Fernando, and they're like, "No, it's the valley." And I'm like, "No, I thought it was San Fernando."
Oh, wait, this is some good tea. So that man, Jose Vicente how come when I look at it in one way there's an accent, and on this one there's no accent? So Feliz, who in 1781 had the duty of organizing a new pueblo in Los Angeles, he was rewarded for his good deed by King Charles III, Rey Carlos?
Charles. Yeah.
Carlos Quinto, this guy, at the
Wait,
candy
Charles?
bar.
Oh, really?
No, this guy was King Carlos III. El Rey Carlos de España, who granted him Rancho Los Feliz in the early 1800s.
So why are people saying Feliz? Where
Okay,
does that come from?
we're gonna use this and we're gonna quiz you guys. What is the right way to say
Yeah, well, how do
Los
you say
Feliz?
it?
If you have been in Los Angeles or been around the area, how do you say it? What's the correct way to say it? Drop it in the comments
Well,
below.
you grew up in this area. Like, how do the people say around here?
Los Feliz.
Los Feliz?
I live there now and I say Los Feliz, but everybody else I know says
Los Feliz, yeah.
It's funny that you say that because my family, some of the words from the streets here in LA, I never knew how to pronounce until I became an adult. Like La Vermont. That's Vermont.
Vermont?
La Vermont.
Ooh, I like that.
New Hampshire.
Okay, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. La Wheelchair.
Wilshire.
Wilshire Boulevard, Western.
Western.
It's funny because like even Mulholland, my uncle would be like Mohala, and I was like, oh. But as an adult, I was like, oh, that's Mulholland Drive. And then my uncle's favorite word is where do the Kardashians live?
Calabasas?
But there's another one. There's another city that's near there.
Oh,
it's right before it.
Not Hidden Hills, right?
No.
Woodland
no.
Hills?
Yes. He would say Wula Hill.
Oh, okay.
He would be like for years, Wula Hill. Oh, I'm gonna go to Wula Hill, Wula Hill. I'm like, what the heck is Wula Hill? And then I moved to the valley. I moved into Chatsworth. Woodland Hills.
Woodland.
I grew up knowing Wula Hill is somewhere over there. Wula Hill. Never knew that was Woodland Hills. Wula
Viva
Hill.
Peru. It wasn't until I was sick. I was living here in LA. First time I lived without my parents. I went into CVS asking for, can I get the Vicks Vaporub? The woman is looking at me like I just asked to buy a gun or something. She was like, what? She was like, what are you saying? And I go, Vicks Vaporub. And she goes, shout out to the woman behind me, Vicks Vapor Rub. I go, what? What in tarnation is Vicks Vapor Rub?
What are all these extra letters?
Vaporub.
Okay, now we have questions from you fabulous people that are watching. Thank you so much for submitting some questions. This is Pero Advice, and let's see what we got today.
I love this segment. Okay. So here we have someone who actually asked us not to say their name. Hello, stranger.
Yeah, thanks for submitting your question. We won't out you. With promise.
My name, I guess, can be difficult to pronounce, and I've had to dumb it down since being in the corporate world. I constantly hear from older white men in my career say, hey, blank, whatever your name is. How do I get people to attempt and or learn how to say my name?
I used to say Carolina for the long, because when I was in school and I would be like, Carolina, they'd be like, Carolina. So I just got stuck with it. And when I would go into auditions and my mom would hear me say, I'm Carolina Reynoso, I'd come out and she'd pinch me. She'd be like, why are you saying your name like that? Like, that's not your name. And I'm like, well, they can't say my name. She's like, that's not your problem. That's their problem. And it actually wasn't until I graduated high school that I started saying Carolina Reynoso. Like, because I was just so, when you go to school where everyone is primarily white, you feel like you have to accommodate for them when that shouldn't be the case.
And for this person, it's hard too because it sounds like it's superiors at work.
Yes.
It's people that have power over her, maybe could control promotions or, upward movement. And those people are hard to challenge.
Yeah. And how do you correct people respectfully, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the only way you can let someone know that they're wrong is by letting them know, hey, that's not how you say my name.
Or I always just go Carolina. Like I just go like I have a smile and I go, huh? Because we talked about this before. When people in the room with me, you just hear them go Caroline, and they don't finish it because they don't know how to say my name, which is totally fine. Like I understand that like it's not a typical name, whatever. So I just always go Carolina. Yes, I would recommend just being like insert name and smile and laugh. So like it's kind of like warm and inviting, but in the back of your mind you're like.
And if you see them struggling, help them out. Like it's like they're like
which sucks because like again like you shouldn't feel like you have to accommodate for them, but unfortunately, especially because like you said, this is if it's a superior, you don't want to like
stamp out your job prospects. I mean, it's something that I think you have to decide how aggressive you want to be about it. Because like I think this is smart, like the nice, hey, let's just make it palatable for everybody way. But I also understand if you're getting angry, you know? But I do think it's like if they say their name wrong, immediately say it back right.
Yes.
Every time. Like you do.
Yeah.
They're saying it wrong, say it right. Immediately. Yeah.
If you have a different and hard pronouncing name, it's okay to correct people. And this is not just for Latinos, this is for everybody else, especially also people from Asia who have Americanized names that they choose. It's okay. Have people call you by whatever you want to be called.
Take up your space. You deserve to be there.
No nicknames unless you asked for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and I think that concludes today's episode. We hope we made you laugh, question your thoughts.
Be glad we're the ones that have these jobs.
And look, we're here to talk with you. Like, please write comments. What do you want us to talk about next? What do you want us to laugh about? If you want to send us a video or something.
Yes,
we love reacting to funny things.
Tell us something crazy.
Yeah,
but legal.
Yes. Don't admit any
crimes
you committed to us. But definitely please leave some advice, things that you need help on deciding. We're here to provide our input. And once again, we're not professionals. This is just based on our own personal life experiences and things we've lived. For fun, for your encouragement.
For shits and giggles, y'all.
For your entertainment.
Oh, that too.
Exactly. Well, we'll see you next time.
Bye.